Welcome to Middle America. We're in Stillwater, Oklahoma, on the campus of Oklahoma State University. NCAA softball regional play continues. Stanford out of the ACC taking on Oklahoma State from the Big 12. NCAA softball presented by Capital One. This is day 2 of the Stillwater Regional. Already impressive wins for Stanford and Oklahoma State. They're both 1-0. Elimination game to follow, Eastern Illinois and Princeton, and we'll crown a champion in the regional on Sunday. Hi everybody, I'm Trey Bender alongside Natasha Watley. Glad you're with us. This is a matchup between two teams that have played very well, and they've met early in the season. Stanford Invitational, but it's a different story. We're in Stillwater now. It's regional play.
Yeah, although Stanford took those 2 wins from the Cowgirls earlier this season, including a win over All-American Ruby Mayland, we are in Stillwater. Oklahoma State, they have 17 consecutive wins here in Stillwater, and so they're going to protect their house today.
Taryn Kern has been tearing the cover off the ball. School record pace in a number of categories. She was big in game 1.
Taryn Kern, the senior, she just continues to be the spark plug for this Cardinal offense. Yesterday, she was 2 for 3 with 4 RBI and proving why she is the ACC leader in several offensive categories. Just continues to be the heartbeat of this offense.
Her teammates stepped up as well. How about the Oklahoma State offense? Second most runs ever scored in postseason play.
The Cowgirls yesterday, an absolute slugfest. Every Cowgirl starter yesterday recorded at least 1 base hit. Carly Godwin with the home run, but both Carly Godwin and Lexi McDonald both tallied 4 runs scored. So much offense for the Cowgirls yesterday.
Great balance as you look at Kenny Gajewski's team top to bottom. That game 1 kind of got them rolling. They've got the momentum on their side.
Yeah, they definitely have some hot bats going, and so I think we're going to have some good offense that we're going to see today.
Cardinal and the Cowgirls. First pitch is next from Stillwater, Oklahoma, as NCAA regional play continues.
The NCAA Softball Regionals are presented by Capital One. What's in your wallet?
We welcome you to Cowgirls Stadium. Cardinal and the Cowgirls. Third meeting this season as two teams that have high expectations. They'd like to get to Oklahoma City. And it starts here with this matchup. Today's lineup presented by Capital One. Stanford 329 as a team hitting it. We talked about Kern. She's in the leadoff spot, so a bit of a change from game 1.
Yeah, a bit of a change, but honestly, wherever you put Taryn Kern, I don't think it matters, but obviously there are some bonuses to her being in the leadoff spot, more opportunities, more at-bats for her.
And Ruby Mayland maybe the best pitcher in America. 27-7, three-time All-America. She's on her way to that. 10 shutouts, 208 strikeouts.
Yeah, and yesterday just was a good momentum starter for her to get this Cowgirl team going, and she set the tone from the circle, and I thought we saw that translate into the offense for the Cowgirls.
Star against star as we get things started here. The first pitch to Kern. Fastball for a strike. Bubba Ewald is her home plate up. Liz Hammerschmidt, John Baca, and Josh Forberger around the infield. Sun is out. Not many clouds in the sky, Natasha. It looks like it'll be a warm day at the ballpark.
Yep, another great day for softball. I'm just loving this time of year. So much softball that's going around, but perfect weather, perfect atmosphere.
Kern on a school record in terms of slugging percentage. She came in at 915 in that category. And you know, you talk about great hitters, and sometimes it's just the power game or just the average. She's the complete package in every way, shape, and form.
Yeah, complete package. Hits for average. She has the power. She's disciplined at the plate. And I think what's so impressive is she's so disciplined at the plate. She always has a plan, and whatever pitches that she's hunting, she always ends up putting a good swing on the actual pitches that she's looking for, which is really hard to do. And so just a great offensive threat for the Cardinal.
2-2 offering, and that's fouled straight back up here. A lot of orange shirts in the seats here. Great turnout at Cowgirl Stadium. We'll keep an eye on the deck out there in left field. They get rowdy out there. But this is a definite advantage, being in front of the home fans.
Yes, and you can feel it when you're walking in the stadium. So much support for the Cowgirls. They're kind of like local celebrities. When talking to Ruby, she said, everywhere I go, people recognize us.
That is a base hit to right field for Kern. So a good start against Malin. It's tough to get on base against number 66, and Kern delivers with an excellent AB.
And that 2-2 count, Taryn Kern just being able to see a lot of pitches, kind of get a good feel for Ruby Malin, but gets this up and in pitch, ropes it, picks up the first hit of the day for Stanford.
Now Emily Jones, who was leadoff, now batting second, and the infield is in at the corners here. She has the ability to lay one down, has great speed. Shows the bunt, pulls it back, and takes ball one.
And it's just been interesting what Coach Allister has done with her lineup. She's just been moving everywhere, everybody around. She had Emily Jones in the leadoff spot yesterday, wanting to give her more running opportunities, but I like this setup right here. Her hitting behind Kern to be able to move her. She has so many different options. She can slap, bunt, she can hit.
The advantage when she leads off, she's perfect in stolen bases, but this is an advantage too, hitting in the 2-hole as she fouls that one off trying to bunt it. It's a pick your poison. You can hurt teams in a lot of ways.
Right. You can't go wrong in any way. I think what's going to get your offense going, I think, really matters. And so, if she's in the 1-hole, 2-hole, it's same game. You still got to produce runners on base, manufacture runs.
Both these teams come in hot. Stanford has won 16 of 17. OSU 22 of 27. That's driven to right, but right at the right fielder Hoffman. One away. Coach Jessica Allister, 9th season at the helm, 14 NCAA wins, 6 straight NCAAs. Really one of the nation's most consistent programs.
And just Coach Allister, right, when we got to talk to her Friday, I just felt, or what day was that, Thursday, Friday, when we got to talk to her, just so much energy for this program. Obviously, she played for Stanford, and so she knows the Stanford way, just to be able to impart that on her players. Speaking from experience, but something that just stuck out, we were just trying to pull stuff from her, but she was like, you just get rewarded for the journey. And she just continued to talk about the journey of the ebbs and the flows of the season and imparting the positives for Stanford.
Gall with the bouncing ball to second. And Godwin throws out Gall. That does advance Kern to second base. 2 down. Both of these teams have a bit of a chip on their shoulder. You know, they expect to get to the Women's College World Series. Last year, just the NCAAs for the two. So it's something that really did not go well in the minds of the players. Bad taste in their mouth of trying to change that this season.
Yeah, and that's why I'm so excited for this matchup. Both of them kind of feeding off of that energy from last year. Ruby Malin talking about just last year just completely, it sucked. It wasn't a good season. Not a lot of good outcomes, and just wanting to get to Oklahoma City. And same thing for Stanford, just falling short in regionals, not being able to advance to supers. And so just a lot of motivated athletes out there today.
Jade Berry, third team All-ACC third baseman at the place. Big cut right there, swinging for the fences. Stanford team with 97 doubles. Berry has 16 of those. The All-American deals, popped up, foul ground. Davis, she's got it, and that'll end the inning. So Kern a single, but she's left stranded. Half inning in the books in Stillwater. We're scoreless. It's hot in Stillwater, trying to hydrate, get the water out there in front of the fans as they enjoy watching OSU Cowgirls softball. As we take a look at today's lineup presented by Capital One, this is a impressive unit. Godwin really swinging it, as is Davis. Those two have a lot of power.
Yeah, just power throughout the lineup. We saw Hassler yesterday just take one deep, but yesterday, 567 batting average from that game. Just like I said in the open, an absolute slugfest. Just they were banging the ball all around the field yesterday.
But it's power against power as Zoe Pristyko, the ACC strikeout leader, is in the circle. 20 wins, 3 complete games, 4 shutouts, 198 Ks, a tremendous season.
Yeah, and yesterday we only got to see her throw 1 pitch, and so I know that she's ready to go, fired up and ready, but she has been just the center of this Cardinal defense in the circle, leading with a lot of Ks in the ACC.
She had a tag out to save a run at home plate and then played right field and caught a ball out there, making her presence felt. Got her feet wet in this regional. Claire Tim to lead it off. Lefty against lefty. Bottom of the first. There's a strike on the corner.
And what you'll see from Pristyko, she's by nature, she's a strong rise ball. She's a rise ball pitcher, that up ball spin. But she has developed a drop ball, so you'll see her go up and down and split that zone vertically.
She has 9 8-strikeout games this season from Huntington Beach. And the coaches say she really put the work in after her freshman season to get better, and she has been a star this year. Tim, ground ball to first. One down.
Yeah.
Kenny Gajewski, number 6 national ranking, 5 of the last 7 seasons. He's been to OKC 5 times.
And just instilling in his program the expectations of that's where we end up every season. We want to end up at the Women's College World Series. Has never let down on that, and loved talking to him as well on Thursday.
Last year, 35 wins, ousted in the NCAAs, but 4 straight Women's College World Series trips prior to that year as Godwin gets a chance at the plate. Check swing strike. Facing a lefty as a right-handed hitter, you know, obviously a bit of an advantage versus a lefty, but still not easy with what she deals out there.
Yeah, definitely not easy at all because of the movement that Prosecco has. She's just got so much rotation on that drop, a lot of rotation on that rise. Definitely more advantage for the righties, not being arm side.
Two one. One hopper, shortstop Mailer to her left, and 2 away. Couple ground ball outs to open things.
And you talk about that drop ball, but Coach Allister just really emphasizing just the importance for a rise ball pitcher to have that because it protects against people cheating or flattening out their swing and have to respect both zones, that up and that down.
Rosie Davis, first team All Big 12 at the plate, ball 1. You could argue All-American numbers. I mean, power and average. She had a couple singles and a double in game 1. And drives that one to left, look out, goodbye. Home run number 15 for Rosie Davis.
Yes, and these bats, they are so hot. Rosie Davis, the junior, just right off the bat knows that this thing is out of here. But just the offense reaction to just jumping on the Cardinal yesterday, being the aggressor, but continuing to do that in inning 1 here.
It's 32 career home runs for Rosie Davis, a junior from Readyville, Tennessee, as she gets the Cowgirls on the board. Lexi McDonald looks at a strike. Prosecco trying to shake that one off. That's lifted in the air to center. Jones is under it, and that will end the inning. But Rosie Davis puts a charge into one here to get OSU in front.
And Rosie Davis, definitely one of the most feared hitters in this Cowgirl lineup. Cowgirls up 1-0 in the bottom of the first.
Day 2 Stillwater Regional. This is the third matchup this season. You got to go way back to early February at the Stanford Invitational. Stanford knocking off Oklahoma State 4-2 in the first day, and they won the second game as well. But different teams, different vibe, and you know, it helps when you're at home.
Yeah, different point in the season, but yes, the Cardinal, they were opening up in their new stadium, so you take that into account too. So just a different time of season. So both teams know that this is a clean slate and definitely more on the line today.
Malin did not pitch well against Stanford. You could talk about that outing and the loss against Arizona State in the Big 12 tournament as her 2 worst outings of the year, but she had a couple innings yesterday to get her feet wet, and she's hoping to get back on track.
Yes, just coming into yesterday, she just could not wait to get the ball in her hand, and even though she pitched those 2 innings, immediately after we see her in the bullpen yesterday, just knowing that she needs to continue to get a workout in, whether she was working through pitches or whether she was trying to extend, because she knows she's going to have some extended innings through the tournament.
Kira Chan to lead things off for the Cardinal, fouls off the first one. A player that, again, you talked about this yesterday, the coaches feel she doesn't get enough credit. We talk so much about the power hitters, but she is an excellent hitter.
Absolutely. One of my favorite hitters in this lineup because of her versatility, her speed, her hitting for average, has a little bit of power. She can do so many different things.
392 average coming into this matchup. Double and a single game 1.
And I like how they have her in the 5-hole. Yesterday, she was the one that got the rally started for the Cardinal. Came up in a leadoff position, so your 5-hole can almost function like another leadoff.
Coach Allister looking on here, hoping for a spark from Chan. Eastern Illinois and Princeton to follow this one in an elimination game. One of these teams is going to move to 2-0. Lifted in the air towards third near the line. Davis snares it, 1 away.
And just thinking about the last couple of outs, 3 of the last 4 outs have been pop-ups, and Ruby Malin, just known to be a drop ball pitcher, and over the last year has developed that rise ball. So seeing more pop-outs from her, more upspin.
River Mailer now fouls off the first one. You know, it's one thing to be a strikeout pitcher, but to bring the entire arsenal, find different ways to win games is important.
Yeah, just continuing to develop. And we talked to Coach Gajewski. He just said that she came here as a pitcher, but now she's become an artist, just really honing into her craft and becoming better and better every single day.
Mailer, a 4-year starter, one of those program kids, and the Cowgirls have that as well. Davis playing up at third base, anticipating bunt here as Mailer looks at that one. You got excited talking small ball yesterday. I know you love that aspect of the game here, and that could be a factor in this matchup.
Yeah, and just take a look at Rosie Davis at third base, just hovering that 5-6 hole. And it's so hard, I will say, as a lefty, more times than not to be so late to hit it down the line. So more times than not, I'm going to take my chances. I love this defensive shift. Takes away a lot for those lefties, definitely the ones that have speed.
3-1 and laced foul. She ripped that one, couldn't straighten it out down the line. This is her 26th postseason game. Boy, that really can help out. Look at this stat pad here.
And that's what I'm talking about, just going down the line. But definitely, if you can wait that late and be that late, I say I'm all for it.
Payoff pitch. Strike 3 call. Got her looking. Really froze Mailer with that one. 2 down.
And you gotta love Ruby Malin, such a competitor, just constantly going out with those out rises on the outer half, but not afraid to come in and just freezes River Mailer.
First strikeout for Ruby Malin, and that brings up Sydney Boulafin, the left fielder. Sydney had a double in their victory against Princeton. Older brother Jonathan played baseball at Yale, part of the sports family, and we have talked about that a lot here at the regional. The influence of being around sports, whether it's dad, grandpa, brother, sister, those kind of things can help you as you make your move into the NCAAs. Ruby appears to have really good location here.
Yep, and that's her changeup right there. Just mixing speeds.
Two-one fouled off. We talked about how she is an emotional leader, but she's channeled that emotion to be such a rock for this program.
Yes, just being more vulnerable. I think that that's where her emotional growth has come, just being able to not keep everything in, leaning more on others, being more outwardly.
And there's strike three called. Back-to-back Ks for the All-American. And a 1-2-3 inning. Number 66 feeling it.
Ruby Malin, she just continues to be a machine.
1-2-3 inning. OSU up 1-0. Don't miss a minute of the action from the NCAA Softball Regionals. We'll take you to the best live action on the 7 Innings Live show on the ESPN app. You can see every game and every big moment on the road to the Women's College World Series, only on the ESPN networks. Intriguing matchup here. Oklahoma State in front of Stanford 1-0. A home run off the bat of Rosie Davis. The difference so far, she crushed it to left field. And Zoe Prestico settled down after that AB and took care of Lexi McDonald. She'll face Amanda Hasler, the DP, to start things here in the bottom of the second. Hasler with 61 ribbies. She is 5th on the OSU list for a single season. What a year for her.
And yesterday, that home run, I think our reaction of just seeing how far that it was hit and how hard it was hit, just such a big, aggressive swing, and when she gets a hold of it, she gets a hold of it.
That was a 2-run blast against Eastern Illinois. She had a couple singles as well. Everybody hit yesterday.
Yeah, everybody hit.
Zoe Pristyko, the sophomore, with the delivery. Ground ball to third. And Hasler retired. Barry to Kern on the putout. Now Madison Hoffman again, and she's in the lineup because of her hitting. They like J.L. Austin in center field, but Hoffman's bat is just too good for Coach Gajewski.
Yes, when Tia Warsop went down with injury, they had to bring in Madison Hoffman, and just has been swinging the hottest bat.
Check swing there, though. That's off the glove of the pitcher. Mailer throws out Hoffman, so that goes 1-6-3 for out number 2.
Yes, and this tips off of Pristyko's glove, but just good positioning by Mailer to be in good position, very calm, gets that and records a second out.
It's not easy on the redirection there. You played that shortstop position.
Yep. Sometimes the deflections are the hardest ones, and so sometimes just teaching pitchers, hey, just keep your glove down, but remaining calm always. Mailer doing a good job.
Tia Warsop now batting with 2 down. She can play small ball, one of the fastest in the Gajewski era. They're up at the corners, anticipating bunt here. Pulls the bat back, takes a strike. Good scouting report here. I mean, obviously, the kid from England has a lot of respect from her peers.
So much speed. You saw Kern crash in there. You absolutely have to with this type of speed.
Now she laces one, a one-hopper to the second baseman, Shepard, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Zoe Pristyko. 3 ground ball outs, nothing across. Still a 1-0 game here in Stillwater.
Shepard and Kern.
The NCAA Regional from Stillwater, Oklahoma is presented by Capital One. Stanford fans Watching this matchup, Stillwater Regional against Oklahoma State, and here's where we are right now. Both teams impressive wins opening round. Eastern Illinois and Princeton in an elimination game to follow, and we'll have a regional champion on Sunday. Could go to game 7 if necessary. So far, a home run off the bat of Rosie Davis, the difference here. She knocked it over the left field fence in the first inning, so Malin has run support. Will one be enough? I think you get the sense we're going to see some offense here today.
Yeah, and that's just one time through the lineup. Obviously, 2 times, 3 times through the lineup, especially with the Cardinal offense, they really can put up numbers, and so I don't know if one is enough.
Joey Economides, the DP, who can really slug it. Powerful player, 5 home runs this season. She got up to a slow start. She was injured in the fall, but right now, her A game at the plate.
And just hot. Yesterday, didn't have the best day at the plate, but some good ABs. And definitely practice on Thursday. Had some good rounds of hitting.
Fastball is in there. Good pop from Malin on that one.
And right now, through 2 innings, Ruby Malin has thrown 30 pitches coming into this inning, 20 of them strikes, so just really pounding the zone, going right at hitters.
And she blows that one by Economides. That's 3 straight strikeouts going back to the last inning.
Just take a look at Ruby Malin. She's just going right at these hitters, going to her true and tried drop ball. Strikeout number 3 for Ruby Malin.
We talked about the strikeout to walk numbers, 208 coming in, only 53 walks. And she faces the 9-hole hitter now, Addison Shepard, the second baseman. First pitch swinging, fly ball to center. Warsop has it, 2 away. Sun to deal with, some wind as it's blowing from right to left across the park. Now Taryn Kern singled, first time up there. Senior from San Jose. She really has elevated her game from junior year. She was 3rd team All-ACC last year, 1st team All-ACC this year. I mean, you could put her at any spot in the order, and it would help you.
Yeah, you can put her down, and just the difference. She's cut down on her strikeouts this year, 34, last year 49, so just really becoming more disciplined, being more aggressive.
I mean, she looks like a cleanup hitter, but because of the average, you want to get her as many ABs as you can.
And that's why I think Coach Allister puts her in the leadoff spot, just to have her have more looks, get more ABs.
High in the air, down the right field line, and that is going to be playable. Hoffman near the track, and a 1-2-3 inning. Malin has retired 9 in a row. An Oklahoma State home run, the difference. Malin and the Cowgirls in front. Oklahoma State a 1-0 lead. We move to the bottom of the third. Coach Allister joining us now. The pitching from Prestico, Coach, 5 ground ball outs. That's a good sign, right?
That's a really good sign, absolutely.
How do you feel about her so far?
Yeah, I think she's doing a good job. I think she's doing a good job of mixing spins and speeds. We're competing in the zone, which is a good thing. And she's just got to keep getting us back in the dugout.
And offensively, facing Ruby Malin, what are you seeing from her today?
Yeah, I think there's a couple things. One, I think we're letting her get away with a couple that are over the plate early in the count. I think we need to be ready a little bit sooner there. And then a couple of us are just a little sped up and maybe a little earlier than we need to be. So we got to make decisions in the box and get off a good swing.
Thanks, Coach.
Great, thank you.
Good one here as expected. Stanford out of the ACC, Oklahoma State from the Big 12, third meeting this season. Cardinal 1-2. We mentioned at the outset at the Stanford Invitational, first series of the year. And this could be, a one-pitch type thing. Comes down to one play that could be the difference in this matchup.
Yeah, this is going to be tightly contested and just great offenses on both sides, great pitching on both sides. And so exactly one thing can be the difference for this game.
And Audrey Schneidmiller is hit by the first pitch. She's on.
And this is a drop that usually hides to righties, goes to that back knee, but this one just gets away from Prestico. And Audrey Schneidmiller standing on first base.
She has now hit 22 batters this season. Here's Aubrey Jones showing bunt as the corners crash. And a chance here for that 9-hole hitter to set up the top of the order and get the runner down to second base. Kern and Barry anticipating bunt. Does not offer the bunt there, looks at the ball outside.
And I just think about so many offenses nowadays, so many of them going away from that traditional squaring, moving a runner, just because offenses are so hot, but just that puts the importance on today for her, just even showing bunt.
Looks at a strike. Jones, Big 12 all-freshman pick from Gaylord, Michigan. Two and one. Let's see if she squares here. She does. Lays it down, and it rolls just foul over the chalk.
Yeah, execution is going to be so important. It's going to be the small detail, and again, the importance of every run matters, just knowing the personnel that we have on both sides today. And so those little things will matter, and we'll keep looking at those.
Full count now. Oklahoma State led the Big 12 in sack bunts this year. Not just about the power game. Ground ball, and that is in the hole at short, and no throw can be made for Mailer. She put it in the perfect spot. Couple runners on now.
So if you just take a look at the defense, you can see River Mailer is shaded up the middle for that double play, and Jade Berry just hugging the line just a little bit, so then that was that hole, but looked like River Mailer looked like she was hesitant, thinking that Jade Berry could cut across. But that's where it's so important as defenders that you're making sure that you're communicating to one another, letting them know where you're playing. Obviously, situational base, you know that there's a big play, a forced play at second. Your middles are going to be pinching, but Jade Berry in that instance needs to be aggressive, maybe even trying to leave her feet, seeing if she can make that play.
Libby JQ's now pinch running for Schneidmiller at second base, with Aubrey Jones at first. Prestico gave up a home run in the first, and now a hit batter. And Oklahoma State top of the order now with a chance with Claire Tim coming up. She struggled. We're only through a game and an at-bat, but everybody else hit. She's not come up with a hit yet, hoping to find a way here.
Yes, yesterday struggled. Towards the end of the game, she ended up kind of producing and executing and finding something that snuck through. But just in that leadoff spot, it's a position that, you know, she feels is a little bit challenging. And
laces that one right at Shan. The throw to second, not in time as they tried to double up the runner. JQ's to no avail. That was hit on a line for out number 1.
Yeah, and Claire Tim just taking her hacks. One of her things is swinging that first pitch and just being more aggressive. And that's a solid, solid piece of hitting. That's a hard out, but almost got her doubled up at second.
Carly Godwin's going to get a chance now with a couple runners aboard after grounding out first time up. Hits it to left. That one is out of here. A 3-run shot.
Carly Godwin is seeing the ball. It's got to be about a beach ball right now for her. That's 2 home runs in 2 days, but these balls are just getting out of here in a hurry. That is first pitch, but so much power that she possesses. Carly Godwin, she is so strong, my goodness.
Home runs 9 and 10 of the season coming here in the regional. A no-doubter. Rosie Davis now, strike 1. Well, now how does Pristyko deal with a couple home runs that get out of the park? Her mindset now, her obviously a little bit rattled here in the 3rd inning.
Yeah, definitely mixing more speeds. Both of those home runs came off of rise balls. So trying to keep that ball down. She's got to work that drop a little bit more, mix in a little bit more for off speed.
Davis hit the first home run. Rosie Davis now 4th on the OSU career home run list, 32 home runs after that first inning launch. Hits that to center. That's going to hang up there for Jones. 2 down. The Cowgirls are making contact even when they're grounding out and flying out.
Yeah, they're solid. And I will also say that Pristyko is just kind of erring over the plate, over the heart of the plate a little bit. Some of those pitches are flattening out, especially those rise balls. So that is why the Cowgirls are able to square up.
No strikeouts for Pristyko as of yet as Lexi McDonald stands in there. She kind of epitomizes what this program is all about. The Cowgirl way, tough-minded kid from a small town in Silo, Oklahoma. And you need those chemistry-type kids that kind of bring everybody together.
Yeah, Lexi McDonald's definitely a culture kid. She breeds Cowgirl softball. She is Cowgirl softball. And you just think about when you have those upperclassmen that's imparting that on the underclassmen, you're setting the culture, you're setting the expectations. Definitely someone you want to look to if you're a younger athlete on the team, but she definitely breeds everything Oklahoma State softball.
Right back to Pristyko, who shuttles it underhand to end the inning, but the damage done. Carly Godwin, 3-run shot.
She is just launching these balls out of here and picking up this Cowgirl offense. She puts the Cowgirls up for nothing.
there is nothing like the Women's College World Series.
The Women's College World Series returns to Oklahoma City. The action begins Thursday, May 28th at 12 Eastern, live on ESPN. For more info on the 2026 Women's College World Series, visit NCAA.com, the home for all NCAA championships. Will one of these two teams get there, Stanford or Oklahoma State? The Cowgirls making a statement here in day 2 with a couple home runs to help out their star pitcher, Ruby Malin.
Yeah, definitely making the case, and Coach Gajewski saying, hey, I see glimpses of my team being a Women's College World Series team, and they definitely are showing that in the first 3 innings so far.
Home runs from Rosie Davis and Carly Godwin, the difference, as Emily Jones will lead things off, the number 2 hitter for the Cardinal. And they're anticipating bunt up at first and third. From Westlake Village, California, second team All-ACC. She gets on, she is deadly on the base paths.
Just so much speed, and Coach Allister has just been trying to be creative. We talked about it a little bit earlier, but when she hits behind Kern, there's maybe not so many opportunities to utilize her speed to steal bases. She's leading the team in stolen bases with 19.
She has been all conference all 3 years, and now Malin and Schneidmiller with a chat in the circle. Malin gave up a single to Kern to open things up and has been lights out since. Only one base runner so far for the Cardinal. That was Kern. And aboard, Jones draws the walk. First walk given up.
Yeah, and that's just so rare that you see from Ruby Malin, just getting behind like that. She's just such a workhorse. A quality AB from Emily Jones.
You mentioned the 19 stolen bases. She has not been thrown out. Perfect on the base pass. Here's Ava Gall. The school of thought, though, you're down 4 runs. It's not like a little bit different thought in terms of your approach on the base pass, I'd imagine.
Definitely right now, we just need hitters to get up, single them to death. Not so important for one runner to be in scoring position. Right now, you need to get more runners on base. So maybe not the best timing for stealing the base right now.
That's fouled back.
And also thinking about, too, yesterday, Kira Chan was on base. They had that review of her leaving early. And so just all of the things that you have to think about nowadays, just kind of being conservative on that with stealing bases and not taking your chances out.
Yeah, and anytime you get a base runner, it's a big deal against Malin to take care of that. Ruby, Big 12 co-pitcher of the year, first team all Big 12, All-American. She's had some monster performances. Struck out 9 in a win against Oklahoma. Gall popped up, and an easy play for Godwin, 1 down. She's has 3 outs via the pop-up. That's a good sign as well, and really the hitters seem to be fooled out there.
Yeah, and that's what we talked about, is Ruby Malin starting to develop that rise ball this year, and having that more upspin, getting more outs with more pop-ups, and so that's why we're seeing a little bit more pop-ups from her.
Perfect game against BYU this year, a no-no against Colorado State. You know, both of these teams really tested themselves in non-conference play. You know, you talk about Oklahoma and Texas out of conference play for Kenny Gajewski, and you know that's true with Stanford as well. You're going to play a schedule top to bottom as good as anybody.
Right. And just some of the bumps and roads for Oklahoma State, but I really think since that Bedlam series that they turned it on, that was kind of a turning moment, a turning point for Ruby Malin of just saying, hey, get on my shoulders, Cowgirls, we're going to get this done.
Jade Berry fouls that one back. And the fact that she embraced that and was open, as you mentioned, open about the fact, yes, it hasn't been easy, but it's been joyful because we're winning.
Right, yeah.
I mean, it's sometimes you don't want to admit it.
Right, right. And I think that that's been the emotional growth. We talked about her just being vulnerable, her being able to look within inside herself and saying, hey, I'm not really connecting with my teammates. I may not be the best teammate. Sometimes I'm just so hard on myself, but that's not really translating to my teammates and creating trust within them.
Berry, fly ball, high in the air to right center. Hoffman near the track, called off by Warsop, who makes the play. 2 down. Berry gave it a ride there.
And that's an adjustment for the Cardinal Bats, is they're going to have to start thinking more line drive, just getting a little bit too under it. We're seeing a lot of pop outs. So I'm thinking more line drive, looking more down.
There's Kira Chan again, one of their top hitters. Three strikeouts, 1 walk so far for Ruby Malin. Foul, just foul. That could have been extra bases and would have scored a run.
And just take a look at the line. Almost gets in there.
Davis, the third baseman, is playing off the line despite that last foul ball.
Yeah, I'm really impressed how far Davis plays off the line, because Ruby Malin, she has some velos. She's getting 65, 66, 67. So a lot of these lefties are going to innately be late. And so just interesting, even with 2 strikes playing off the line.
Jones reaching on a walk to open things up. And there's a look at the third baseman.
And she's playing, still playing off the line, playing deep.
Chan, ground ball to second. Godwin retires Chan. A walk, a runner stranded. 3.5 complete. Oklahoma State, couple home runs, and they lead it 4-0. 4-0 OSU in front of Stanford. Coach Gajewski joining us now. Coach, everybody loves the long ball. That really put a charge into the atmosphere here, and I know people get excited. How'd you feel about your at-bat so far?
Yeah, I'll take a bunch more. It's always good to hit those and off a good pitcher like this and a good team. And the home run does get the crowd going here. We usually have a horn that goes off, but the NCAA takes that away, so it'd be a little bit more crazy here.
Ruby Malin, she is dealing so far. What are you seeing from her?
Yeah, she's under control. You just got to keep her there and keep her in the moment, pitch to pitch. That's been her biggest growth this year, is the emotional growth where, you know, she's just taking it pitch by pitch, and we'll just keep reminding her that it's a 0-0 game here and stay focused. But so far, she looks great.
Coach, thanks for your time.
All right, guys, thank you.
Good luck.
4 runs on 3 hits for the Cowgirls. No runs, 1 hit for the Cardinal. You see that wind blowing. It's been pretty steady the last couple days, blowing from right to left and out a little bit as well, which helps those hitters.
Yeah, it's definitely blowing out. Blowing out in favor for offense for sure. This is an offense field.
And here's a home run hitter, Amanda Hasler. She has 13 on the year as she faces Zoe Prostyko. Oklahoma State has made contact. They have not had anybody strike out so far.
And just the late break that Prostyko has, that last pitch. Starting on the outer half, cutting in. Rise ball, she's just angling a lot of her pitches, trying to keep it tight.
Hasler got a piece of that one. Yesterday, Hasler took it out of here.
And Hasler, just such a big swing. I remember in this moment, I had an audible like, whoa. Just so much power, uses all of her body from top to bottom.
Part of that 16-run effort in the win against Eastern Illinois.
And that's one of the things that Coach Gajewski says is just sometimes, you know, her swing gets so big, and so just trying to use that in the positive of just honing it in, being compact.
Shortstop Mailer knocks it down, can't do anything with it. Hasler's on.
And this is just a tough ball. It's one of those balls that you can kind of time up for a backhand, or if, in my opinion, I think it wasn't hit that hard. If you can try to get in front of it, sometimes it's much easier as a shortstop. If you can get in front of that ball, use your body, especially with a lot of bad hops, a lot of top spin on that. Knowing, and also knowing the speed of your runner, so definitely having some time if she gets in front of that ball.
J.L. Austin now will pinch run for Hasler. That gives him some speed on the base pass, as that was an infield single for Hasler. So Austin on, and Madison Hoffman comes up. They're in at the corners here, anticipating bunt. Hoffman's been swinging it well, but if you get a 5th run here, that would be huge in the 4th inning.
And definitely just starting to get more insurance runs. You just know with this offense that Stanford has, it's never enough.
And keeping an eye on Austin over there. Tremendous speed. She is 14 of 18 on stolen bases. Hammered to center. Caught. What a play by Jones. And Austin retreats.
Okay. This play is next level. It is so hard to come in on a line drive, something that's hit right at you, and read that, make that catch. But Emily Jones making it look easy, so what do I know?
Well, easy to be frozen out there on a ball hit that hard, right?
Right, and just how hard it is. And so you've got to play that, you've got to run in. Not sure if it's going to take off or if it's going to die.
One out and one on now. And with the wind and the sun conditions, not an easy play out there. Good job by the center fielder as Warsop fouls it off. Some people wearing the visors, some not out there. It's just a preference?
It's so preference. Like some athletes feel like when you wear a visor that it gives you kind of tunnel vision. Some who wear sunglasses, it's depth perception. It's just your personal preference.
The 0-2 to Warsop. Low and away. Steico, the ACC strikeout leader, laboring here today against a good Oklahoma State team. That's fouled off. I mean, 198 strikeouts coming in, but they have really been aggressive against her.
And I think that that's been the game plan, is being aggressive early in the count, looking for the pitches that they're hunting, and she's been plating a lot of pitches, so I think that that's been the difference.
Runner going, down to second, Austin in there with a stolen base.
JL Austin, good speed, and it's all about getting a good jump. This day and age, good timing with that review, but just using that speed. Runner on second for the Cowgirls.
What makes a great base stealer? You have to have, obviously, the skill, the speed, but it's more than just that.
It's the jump. I think the first part is the jump, your first 3 steps when you lead off, and then also how you're sliding in. Are you going head first? Are you going feet first? That all depends on who's covering. How fast did that defender get there? When you go head first, it's a little bit harder to apply that tag. So you saw JL going in head first.
She can really affect the game in her career with her ability out there.
Just so much speed, and I think that this is going to be a name that we're going to continue to hear. Coach Gajewski has so much confidence in her.
Ground ball to second. Shepard has it. That retires Warsop. It does move the runner, Austin, to third with 2 down.
And just a productive out from Warsop, just being able to hit behind runner on second, advances 60 feet. Just very, very, very efficient ABs for the Cowgirls today.
Number 6, Audrey Steinmiller.
And now they'll gather in the circle now. A hydration break here for Steico. It's warming up at Cowgirl Stadium. Glad you're with us. Day 2, game 1 today. Following this one, elimination game, Eastern Illinois and Princeton. The winner advances to the regional final on Sunday. So far, it's been all Oklahoma State in this one.
Yeah, it's just been the offense that has stood out the most to me for Oklahoma State. Just efficient ABs, aggressive, squaring up to a ton of balls.
Audrey Schneidmiller, senior catcher from Burleson, Texas, at the plate now. Career best numbers for her swinging it. You know, you get anything outside of great defense from catchers, a lot of times you say that's a bonus. She has really been a complete player this year.
And just another program kid has been here and stuck through it. Coach Gajewski said even with some of the transfers that he brought in, you know, bringing in Hassler, another catcher, Wong, she was a transfer from Liberty, Caroline Wong. And she's just stuck with the program.
2-2. Oklahoma State with a run in the first, 3 more in the third on a couple home runs, trying to add to their advantage here. Fouled off. And again, Stanford has only 1 hit. That was a Kern single in the first inning. It has been the Ruby Malin show, and she's getting some help from her teammates here with the bats. And there's a swing and a miss, and Prestaico, her first strikeout to get out of the frame. Runner stranded on third, 4-0 lead for the Cowgirls. 5th inning coming up. Let's turn back the clock. Women's College World Series 2024. Stanford, Oklahoma State. Jerry Kennedy pitching for the Cardinal in an 8-0 win. That was on the big stage. We're on the big stage here at the Stillwater Regional.
Yeah, and that's when Stanford was able to get that win against Oklahoma State. And so these teams squaring off. They have a lot of history with one another. Always competitive games.
Number 1, River Malin.
Austin remains in the game. Defensively, she's in center field as Ruby Malin will face River Mailer. Ball 1. What do the Cardinal need to do to get something jump-started here?
Definitely thinking more line drives, more singles. They just need to get more traffic. They need more runners on base. I love the options that Stanford has. They have a lot of speed, utilizing that speed.
That's hit hard right at Austin, who backtracks and gloves it. 1 down. Well, that wind is really blowing out there.
Yeah, I think thinking more of the ground, using the ground, because with this wind, it's just not going to help you much.
The left fielder, number 4, Sydney Bolton.
Sydney Bulifin struck out her first time in the second. And you see the flag's flying out there in left center field, blowing out and maybe a little bit towards left field.
You notice a lot of the Stanford lefties, they all toe up, challenging Malin to throw them in. And you also think about, too, when you're on the line like that, a lot of outside pitches feel like they're down the middle. So taking away a lot of the plate from Ruby.
This looks like another one of her vintage performances. Only one hit allowed. High in the sky to center. Austin, plenty of time to get under this one. 2 away. The Women's College World Series returns to Oklahoma City. The action begins Thursday, May 28th, 12 Eastern, live on ESPN. For more info on the 2026 Women's College World Series, visit NCAA.com, the home for all NCAA championships. Oklahoma State has been to the Women's College World Series 16 times. Stanford has made 4 trips. Economides now batting with 2 down. See, I've got her here as with 5 fly ball outs, number of ground ball outs. The teammates getting behind Malin as that's fouled off. Three strikeouts and 1 walk.
Yeah, the thing that stands out are those pop outs, and thinking about Stanford again, just you've got to start to use the ground. You have to start to look a little bit more down, leveling out those swings. More line drives.
That's pulled foul. She hasn't fallen behind in the count often.
Yeah, hasn't fallen behind in the count, but what she's doing great is she's making these hitters have to feel like they're speeding up their hands, and then she'll go to that rise. They'll drop that barrel.
Upstairs with that one. That Big 12 semi against Arizona State, a game she wanted to just burn, just forget about. But it's fueled her. She gave up 5 earned runs, 6 runs in an inning plus. It's bounced back nicely here in the regional. That's foul. And nobody's perfect, but you know, sometimes it's good to have a little bit of adversity. At the time, she probably didn't want to go through that.
Right, right. And you need those. Those are the things that compound. You have to have those experiences to motivate you, to kind of light a fire underneath you.
Shortstop, Jones, long throw is on the money, and a 1-2-3 frame again for Malin. Couple fly ball outs, a ground out, still 4-0, OSU in front.
NCAA Softball Regionals are presented by Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Stillwater, Oklahoma. It's day 2, Stillwater Regional. Oklahoma State has brought the bats out in a big way. A big win day 1 and in front here in day 2. And Stanford, after beating Princeton, having a tough time solving Ruby Malin here. We have an elimination game coming up next. Eastern Illinois against Princeton with the season on the line as Aubrey Jones leads things off, the number 9 hitter against Zoe Prstyko. Quite a statement from Oklahoma State here. The full package.
And I think that has been their mentality, is just to continue to be the aggressor, scoring first, putting up runs first. And I think that that's been making the statement for the day. And Cardinal, the last hit we've seen was back in the first from Taryn Kern.
Aubrey Jones, the Michigan Gatorade Player of the Year from Gaylord, Michigan. Great freshman season for her. Singled first time up. We saw her sister Jaden come in on day 1. She's on the roster and also plays shortstop.
Yeah, and had a little bit of some time at short yesterday in the late innings.
And Aubrey Jones is on. That is the first walk given up by Prstyko.
Yes, and these are the things that you've got to be tight on. And this point in the game, just you got to go right at hitters, especially the bottom half of the lineup for the Cowgirls.
Oh, she would love to pick up a 5th run here for some insurance in the 5th inning. 5-run lead and a 4-run lead. Big difference as Tim shows bunt, takes the pitch, and back to the bag at first is Aubrey Jones.
And you can take a look at her big lead, just anticipating that ball getting down on the ground.
Squares, fouls it off.
Just the art of sacrifice bunts, just making sure you square early. You have a job, you're sacrificing your job yourself, and so making sure square early, get that bat out.
3rd straight inning, they've had the leadoff batter make it on bases. That's fouled off by Tim. Stanford had a 15-game winning streak and in a loss to FSU in the ACC tournament. First time shut out this season and in danger of being shut out here. Snap throw down to first, a good one, and back in there safely is Jones. Gall with a strike down there.
Yeah, take a look at Aubrey Jones on this leadoff. Takes a big lead and trying to get right back, but almost lost her footing. Almost had her.
Boy, that can't be a good feeling when you're hung out to dry, trying to get your cleat in the dirt. Tim swings and misses. So that is out number 1 and strikeout number 2 for Prstyko.
Just good placement with Prstyko's pitches. That's the adjustment, just not plating a lot of pitches. She was hanging a lot of pitches, so if you're going to miss, especially when you're ahead in the count, that was in the dirt.
Now one of the stars of the day, Carly Godwin, 3-run homer in the 3rd. You can see it sometime with body language. She appears to be honed in right now.
Oh my goodness, like laser focused. It's just so much presence. Every time I look down and I see her walking up to the plate, I'm like, here she comes again. So you could feel that as an athlete. You can feel that when you're on the field. When someone is hot, they're swinging a good bat, and she's swinging first pitch. Yesterday, her home run was first pitch home run. Today, first pitch home run.
Falls behind the count here, 0-2.
And this is her home run from earlier today. This is a first pitch swing just an elevated pitch, but it hangs, and she's just got so much bat speed.
That set off a celebration in the deck area there in left field. A lot of celebrating going on out there.
The party deck. Trey, I'm ready to move our booth out there. You ready to go?
I would like to see the angle at least. I think it would be an interesting perspective of the game.
Yeah.
Looking in.
Yeah, we can bring our ice chest. We can, you know, just kick our feet up, call this game. I love that deck. That's such a great feature.
Just don't put me on the field. That would be you. You'd be better at that. There's a ground ball foul.
We could bring our gloves.
We'll put you at shortstop, and I'll just kind of watch. See 74 pitches now for Pristyko. Full count. Great fan support here at Oklahoma State. They expect big things. Maybe the Women's College World Series this year. It's foul back.
My goodness.
She got her money's worth of that one.
The hacks, like she is on it. I mean, I got the chills. I mean, she is on it, and you can feel that. Just check this out. Woo! My goodness. And look at her face. She's like, I know. Like, I am on it.
3-2. Ground ball to short. Mailer flips for one on to first. They get the double play. 6-4-3 for Stanford to get out of the inning. Good job by the Cardinal defense. We're through 5. It's still OSU in front. Today's rewarding performance presented by Capital One, the All-American Ruby Malin on her game for the Cowgirls.
Yes, Ruby Malin, I mean, she has been a ride or die for the Cowgirls and just has been electric. She is the one that gets the energy going, and she is keeping the Cardinal team to one hit.
Look at that line right there, the Omaha, Nebraska product. Dad played football at Nebraska. Grandpa played in the NFL, part of a sports family, and she is a star on way to becoming a 3-time All-American. We've talked about the wind. It continues to blow here, and it could be a factor when we look ahead to the rest of this regional, the elimination game coming up next.
Yeah, it's definitely a factor. I mean, the ball flies when you get a hold of it, but again, what Stanford's doing when they're hitting, they're just getting too underneath. The wind is not working in their favor, so just trying to get more behind it, more line drive. So that definitely can be a factor. If you're going to use that wind, use it to your advantage. Get behind it.
Freshman Addison Shepard, the 9-hole hitter to lead things off. Then Kern and Jones against Malin, who's gotten better as the game has worn on. She has set down 6 in a row after walking Jones in the 4th. Shepard from Kingwood, Texas. He's had some good power numbers with 8 home runs this season. Drives that one to center. Austin coming in, and she makes a basket catch. Thought for a moment that might drop in front of her, but JL was there.
And I'll take that. That's a hard out. That's a hard line drive. Hey, if you're hitting it right at people, you can only control what you can control. So I will take that. It's a great piece of hitting and a great catch by JL Austin.
the freshman from Owasso,
Yes.
Oklahoma.
We're right with you, Austin. But great catch, girl.
The heart starts beating a little bit more there, huh?
Yes. Like, woo.
Now Taryn Kern, who has the only hit. Look at that average. 2 hits, 4 RBIs against Princeton. Day 1.
Just so in control. I love her approach, how she slows things down. So much presence from Kern as well.
There's a strike, 2-1. Kern is 1 home run away from tying the school record for home runs she set last year, but her numbers overall have been better in terms of average and RBIs this season. You're looking at 2 of the best players in NCAA softball right here matching up.
Yeah, 2 big seniors. This is their last go around.
Full count.
And just being a senior, your last go around, when we talk to both of them, it's just being where your feet are, pitch to pitch, enjoying the moment, embracing the moment, and compete. You got to battle.
Gets her to pop up. Jones on the outfield grass, called off by the left fielder coming in, and Warsop makes the play. 2 away. And let's tip our cap to the Cowgirls defense. They've played very well around her.
Absolutely, and I think that's part of the game too, is, how are you supporting your pitcher? How are you backing her up? And so making some great plays. Again, with this wind, those pop-ups aren't always the easiest, and so great communication. You saw Tia Warsop coming in, just immediately screaming, yelling, ball, ball, ball. That's what it takes when you've got weather conditions like this.
Emily Jones going to swing away at the first offering from Malin. They just have not been able to figure her out, and that's happened with a lot of teams that Malin has faced this season. 10 fly ball outs today. Foul back. Both teams have made contact, but different. I mean, with Oklahoma State, it's been productive contact, and even though Stanford has hit the ball, they haven't hit it hard.
They haven't hit it hard. It's a lot of those pop-ups. It's the angle. It's pitch selection and timing. I think a lot of what's difficult with Ruby is not only her speed, but the movement on her pitches.
That's hit to left. Warsop has a beat on it. She's got it to end the inning. 3 fly ball outs, 11 in the game for Ruby Malin. She continues to cruise along with OSU in front 4-zip. Two home runs the difference. Oklahoma State leading Stanford 4-0 as we move to the bottom of the 6th inning. One of these teams is going to move to 2-0 at the Stillwater Regional. Rosie Davis has had a tremendous season hitting at the top of the order, and this is a good omen when they hit home runs, multiple home runs. The Cowgirls successful. How about Rosie taking it out of here, left field?
Yes, this is Rosie Davis in the bottom of the 1st. She's the one that sends the message first to Stanford team saying, hey, you're in our house and we are here to protect it.
With that, she also extends her on-base streak to a season-high 16 straight games. Bomb squad here at OSU. Carly Godwin followed with a 3-run shot in the 3rd. But Davis is going to lead things off here in the bottom half of the 6th inning as they try to get some insurance against Zoe Prostyko. And she airmails that one, ball 1.
And even though we haven't seen a lot from Stanford, you still feel like this game is still tight. There's still a lot of time. Stanford definitely has the offense to get it done.
I mean, you look at it, she's only given up 4 hits.
Right.
The 2 home runs were costly.
Right, and so it's, you know, the scoreboard reads, 4-0, and it feels like it's just been all momentum for Oklahoma State, but still a lot of time left.
That's hard hit to center, but that's going to hang up there, and Jones makes the play, 1 away. Don't miss a minute of the action from the NCAA Softball Regionals. We'll take you to the best live action on the 7 Innings Live Show on the ESPN app. You can see every game, every big moment on the road to the Women's College World Series, only on the ESPN networks.
Now batting the first baseman, number 31, Lexi McDonald.
Lexi McDonald 0 for 2. And she rips one to right for a base hit. She's on for the first time. McDonald 3 hits now in the regional. She had a couple doubles yesterday.
Yeah, and again, just the Cowgirls just swinging early in the count. That's first pitch. Just applying the pressure, and that's just the difference. On the receiving end of that, you can feel so suffocating when the team is just attacking early, putting up some big hits.
Kaya Booker's going to run at first base after McDonald's single. And J.L. Austin will bat here in the 5th spot in the order for Hasler. So 1 out, 1 on. Trying to get that 5th run and give him a little bit more breathing room here at the bottom of the 6th inning. Austin has been really good defensively. She's been patient at the plate, drawing a lot of walks. Did have 4 hits against Arizona this season. And here's another big moment for a freshman, trying to help out her squad.
Yeah, I was just going to say, just the opportunities. Coach Gajewski just trying to find moments where he can bring in his freshmen. And these are the moments that you look to in the future, that they start to compound, and you've got your feet wet at regionals. Sometimes regionals, postseason softball can seem like such a big deal, and just to give her this opportunity is huge.
And she's got a lot of options. She could play small ball here with Booker's good speed at first base. The 2-1, she's going to square and bunts it back foul to the screen.
Yeah, I'm going to say I'm all around just the bunts. We've got to get those bunts down, and that's one of the parts of our games that I feel like is so overlooked, is just that small ball. Yes, the home runs and the power and the hitting is so great in our game, but I just see across the country just getting that ball down. So important, especially in tough games when it comes down to the wire. Those are the small things. Those are the difference. We've seen the Cowgirls trying to put down the bunts in a couple different situations today.
And if you do foul it off, you put yourself in a tough spot. You don't want to be bunting with 2 strikes.
Right.
And there is a ball inside, and ball 4. Austin's on. 3rd base up, down the line. Josh Forberger said she did not offer. So a chance now for Madison Hoffman to drive in a run with Booker at second. From Lee Summit, Missouri, east of Kansas City. Redshirt freshman. I looked at her slugging percentage and I had to do a double take. 1.071.
And yeah, it's just like taking advantage of opportunities. She hasn't had a lot of start opportunities when Warsup went down with injury, got some games under her belt, and it was just swinging such a hot bat. And so she's swinging it. She's a freshman, getting it done.
She was hitting .533 heading into this regional. Had 4 home runs and a triple in her last 9 ABs. That'll help the slug percentage. 2-0 pitch. That's hit down the line, and it curls foul. And not catch it. It looked like for a moment Shan would have a chance to catch that, but it runs into the corner away from her.
Yeah, she had quite a bit of ways to go, but I don't think she'd make that catch. That was pretty far.
The 2-1. 2-2 now. Zoe Prostyko, 20 wins, just 5 losses. Tremendous season for the left-hander. That one is hit to center. Jones, 2 away. Well, to keep this a 4-run game, important for Stanford to give them a better puncher's chance in the 7th inning.
Now batting the left fielder, number 9, Tia Warsaw.
Tia's, I mentioned earlier, from England, from Northampton, England, moved to the United States at age 4. She hits it hard, and that ball is out of here, a 3-run shot. Warsop with just her second home run of the season, 7-0 Oklahoma State.
And Tia Warsop, we know she has a lot of power. We also know she has a little pop. But for me, it's the speed around the bases. Is just she gets around super quick. 3-run home run, but just continuing to apply the pressure for the Cowgirls.
3 home runs today, the story.
Look how fast she's getting around. We got to teach her that home run trap.
The adrenaline flowing through the veins, I'm sure. 7 runs via 3 home runs.
Yeah, that's her second home run of the year, and those feel good.
Now Schneidmiller can end this with a home run right here. She could bring the 8-run rule into effect. She has 4 home runs this season. That's got to be crossing your mind a little bit here. Chance to walk it off.
Yeah, just an opportunity. And if I'm the Cowgirls, I'm thinking revenge. Top of the season, they got run ruled by Stanford. Although clean slate, those are things that you think about. Not necessarily hanging on to them, but hey, you know, you're in our house. Different time of season, different time of the year. This game means more.
Yeah, that was a 10-0 5-inning win for Stanford. '65 home runs this season now for OSU. (3-2) and Schneidmiller strikes out. Posteko gets out of the frame, but Tia Warsop with a 3-run homer.
What a huge moment for Tia Warsop, just bringing more momentum to the Cowgirls.
Special senior class at Oklahoma State. The softball team on the road with the graduation ceremony, and Coach Gajewski, the program means so much to him and the kids. This is what it's all about.
Yeah, I just love that clip. Every time I see it, I'm like, oh my gosh, like that just means so much. And you know, as a coach, you're day in and day out with your athletes. So to give them that moment, they didn't have that opportunity to walk. Like, how special is that? Just how much it means to him to give them that moment and share that with them.
When he is a communicator, and really sometimes you need to know what buttons to push with players, and he pushes the right ones, it seems like, almost all the time.
Yeah, he always figures out a way to motivate his team. You know, when we talk to him, he says, I'm not a fear-based coach, but sometimes, you know, you just got to give him a little tough love, but give him all the time love. You see it in moments like that.
Ava Gall to lead things off for Stanford, down to their final 3 outs here. Malin has set down 9 in a row. Gall is grounded out and popped up. That's a liner right at Godwin. Maybe the hardest hit ball all day for Stanford, 1 down.
Yeah, definitely the hardest hit that we've seen all day, but Stanford has not had a base runner pass second base today, and this is definitely a way to try to work your way back to it. Just those are the things that you can control, being a hard out, line outs.
Ruby Malin, the All-American, after her 21st complete game, as Jade Berry steps up. This is a Stanford team coming in, hitting .329 as a team with 57 home runs, but they have been stymied by number 66 today. That's hit to center and in front of Austin, who can't come up with it. Heading to second and in safely is Berry. A double for Jade Berry. Just the second hit of the game for Stanford.
And it's just inching away every single moment, still continuing to hit it hard, because then things like this happen for Stanford, and Jade Berry just hitting it on a nose. That's a tough play for JL Austin. Jade Berry standing up on second. 1 out.
Kira Chan now 0 for 2. Davis just to the right of the circle, the third baseman playing up on her as she hits that to center. That's well hit. Austin to the warning track, and that ball is out of here. A 2-run homer for Kira Chan, her 6th of the year. That gets Stanford on the board.
They say Kira Chan is the best player in NCAA that nobody talks about. But here we are talking about her. This is exactly what you need to do to use this wind to your advantage. Again, getting it in the stream, but getting enough behind it to get it out. And this was just carried in the wind. It was not sure if it was going to get out, but gets out. Stanford puts 2 runs on the board by Kira Chan.
Big picture, how important is that for the Cardinal to come up with something here positive to build off of?
I think you are trying to pull anything that you can at this moment. If they don't pull away from this game, you know, they're trying to come through elimination. They're going to have to most likely face Oklahoma State tomorrow. So you want to build confidence. That's a confidence builder right there.
River Mailer now with 1 away. They have not been able to really get good contact against Malin all day long prior to this inning. Last inning, obviously the toughest one to finish off in the circle.
Yes. And it's just been the deception for Ruby Malin. She's going up, she's going down, she's mixing speeds, she's moving it all around. So the range of difficulty of just getting a good swing off of a good pitch is so hard. She's got good velocity, so when she mixes the speeds and the zones, she's tough.
She's going after her 28th win. Fouled off, still 1-2. Rivers' mom, Tammy, great shortstop at Washington in the 90s. She's played on the big stage at the Women's College World Series. 1-2, and that's a line drive single to center. So they have hit Malin hard here in the second, 3 hits here in the 7th.
And that goes all the way back to Ava Gall, the first out of this inning. That's a hard line drive, but that breeds confidence to your team. You're taking that into account, like, hey, just keep it hitting on the nose. Line drives, line drives. Then Jade Berry comes up, line drive to center field. The ball finally sees the ground. And so that's how momentum builds. That's how hitting becomes contagious. So we've got 3 back-to-back hits.
Sydney Boulafin. Cowgirls looking for the first win since 2022 against the Cardinal. They have dominated from most of the way here, and the Cardinal trying to answer here with a rally against the All-American. Took something off that one and missed with it.
Just being more selective. You can see Ruby's getting behind in counts. Cardinal taking more pitches.
Popped up. Shortstop, Jones battling the sun. She can't come up with it. It hits the turf. The throw to second is in time. They get the lead runner, Mailer, for out number 2. 7-4 on the putout.
Yeah, that is tough. And Mailer, you know, doing a good job of just not assuming that she's going to make that catch. She's in good position, but the sun just gets in her eyes, tries to get there. But I almost think on her slide, if she just would have went straight in, she did that pop-up. If she just would have went straight in, she would have most likely been safe.
Heads up play by Warsop to get it to second quickly. And now they're an out away, Joey Economides. Yeah, that sun really playing a factor today. Not as much yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's right on top of the field right now, the sun, where it's positioned.
0-1, popped up. This could end it. Davis, the third baseman, at foul ground. She's got it, and Oklahoma State knocks off Stanford 7-2. They move to 2-0 in the Stillwater Regional.
Yeah, just what a performance by Ruby Malin, just setting the tone from the beginning. She gives up that hit to Taryn Kern, but immediately after that settles in. We don't see another hit come until the top of the 7th, and so just a beautiful performance from Ruby Malin.
Malin gets her 28th win, her 21st complete game. Doesn't get the shutout, but a dominant effort for the most part from the All-American. As we update the Stillwater Regional, Oklahoma State is in the regional final. Stanford has an elimination game upcoming. Let's see what their mindset is here down the road.
Yeah, and I think just to continue to put up good at-bats. Towards the end, you could just see them, you know, swinging life back into their dugout. And so if they stay with those hard hits, we can look to them to see them tomorrow.
Eastern Illinois and Princeton, our first elimination game, and then we'll see Stanford again today. An impressive performance from Oklahoma State. 3 home runs, and the All-American doing it in the circle, Ruby Malin. Thanks to Natasha Watley, I'm Trey Bender. Thanks to our entire crew. We roll on. More to come from Stillwater, Oklahoma.
Ruby, from our point of view, you would never know that.